Whis is the guardian angel of Universe 7, Beerus' loyal teacher and attendant, and has a divine level of power, with some people even saying that he's the strongest fighter in the whole Dragon Ball universe. And Silver Surfer? Well, he's the wielder of the power cosmic, the trusty herald of Galactus, and easily one of the most powerful beings in all of Marvel Comics. Now, both of these guys kinda function in the same role, caretakers of a god of destruction with a nasty appetite. In our day, we're gonna see who would win in a knockout, drag-out fight between the two. So let's get to it. What's up, guys? This is Danko. I do fight breakdowns, power ranking videos, or more deep dives into your favorite characters and franchises, with new videos every week. So if that seems great to you, well, sit back and enjoy the video. Hit that like button if you want to, or hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Beerus is the god of destruction in Universe 7, the universe with all our main heroes, and his primary responsibility is keeping the universe in order. He's the brother of Champa, the student of Whis, one of the most powerful warriors in all of Dragon Ball history, constantly pushing Goku and Vegeta to reach his power level. He can destroy planets like they're nothing and absolutely loves food. He'll save a world if they have delicious treats, but destroy it if he doesn't like its food. Basically, Beerus is a force to be reckoned with. Beerus has absolutely insane power, to the point where he can easily send a Goku flying with just a flick. He can overpower and hold back Vegeta, beat Vegeta with just a flick of his wrist while only using 1/10 of his power. He can easily defeat Buu and Gohan. Then there was his big fight against Goku. It was said that Beerus and Goku repeatedly hitting each other was sending out powerful enough shockwaves that were threatening to destroy the universe and reach the Kaioken realm. Then the same thing was probably going to happen with his fight against his brother Champa. Gods of destruction are never supposed to fight, because they're so powerful that if they fight, they'll mean the destruction of multiple universes. And then there's Beerus' key. He can blow up a planet with absolutely no effort whatsoever. He can destroy a planet with a sneeze, even destroyed the sun and stars before. His blast with Champa would have threatened to destroy the whole universe. He can even shoot out blasts that could have killed several gods. Overall, Beerus is one of the most powerful and versatile characters in Dragon Ball history. He's well above the likes of Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza, and is even arguably above other gods of destruction. And yet Whis is able to come in and effortlessly one-shot him. Beerus can be raging, destroying planets all around, and Whis can take him down with just one hit. Just like Beerus was able to defeat Super Saiyan 3 Goku with a flick of the wrist, that's what Whis was able to do to him. So basically, for as powerful as Beerus was above Goku in that moment, that's how powerful Whis is above Beerus. And that's not all. Whis has actually regularly shown off his impressive power over some incredibly powerful opponents. Like, look at Morrow, the planet eater, the consumer of worlds. Now, Morrow's powers work by absorbing life energy, even the energy of whole planets. And throughout the arc, he got more and more powerful. He ate 7-3 and absorbed the android's power. He absorbed the power of the angel Beerus and gained the ability to use Ultra Instinct, and because his body wasn't able to contain all the power of Ultra Instinct inside of him, he actually ended up fusing with the Earth itself, becoming Planet Morrow. Now, he could already fight against Goku in his perfected Ultra Instinct state before this, which is incredibly impressive. But as Planet Morrow, well, he was able to hold back Goku even after all the Z Fighters gave them their chi and amped him even more. Morrow is one of the most powerful villains we've ever seen. Goku said he was tougher than both Broly and Jiren before Morrow even reached his ultimate level, and yet Whis is still leagues and leagues above him, to the point where Whis is able to casually come into the fight and block Morrow's punch with just one finger, while it took all of Goku's strength to hold Morrow back. Whis is just on a whole other level. And we even see this directly with Goku himself. By this point in the series, Goku has mastered Ultra Instinct, allowing him to finally step into the domain of the gods of destruction and defeat the likes of Jiren at his absolute best. It's enough to get the gods themselves to stand up. This is true power, and Goku at his best. And yet, in different sparring matches with Whis, well, Whis is able to make even this version of Goku look like an absolute joke. He's able to casually finesse him without even really trying, easily parry all of Goku's attacks. The Saiyan wasn't able to land really any decisive blows throughout the fight, and Whis ended up one-shotting Goku straight out of Ultra Instinct. Whis' power is just absolutely on another level compared to pretty much every other fighter in the series. He lives in a constant state of Ultra Instinct, and because of that, well, he was able to casually dodge an enraged Broly. He can easily dodge attacks from both Goku and Vegeta and spar against both of them at the same time, even simply blocking punches from them with just his finger. Like I said, Whis is almost on another power level altogether compared to these fighters. And that's not all his powers either. No, Whis is unique in that he's got powers like the ability to rewind time, which he usually uses in order to undo the messes that Beerus' rampages tend to cause. He's able to travel through time, open up portals, even create dimensional rifts, and destroy space-time and pocket dimensions. And if Whis wants to, he can even resurrect the dead, like when he resurrected Frieza. Now, when Galactus granted Silver Surfer the Power Cosmic, well, one of the biggest things that the Power Cosmic did was give Silver Surfer some absolutely incredible superhuman strength. There have been countless times where he's easily overpowered the Thing, or Abomination, or the Rhino. Some pretty strong guys, but he's also easily fought against the likes of Thor, Hulk, and Beta Ray Bill, showing off his superior strength against some of the strongest heroes in Marvel. He's been able to throw moons at Galactus during their fight. He's busted out of planets before, and one time, Surfer even took a spaceship and threw it out of the solar system, where it was said to continue on a straight line path for centuries. So yeah, Surfer is strong. On top of that, well, Silver Surfer, we all know, he's also incredibly tough. I mean, the guy surfs on supernovas just for fun. He can fly through stars absolutely no problem, even if some of those stars are strong enough to literally melt planets. He was also able to take countless punches and attacks from Hulk and Thor, but not just that, but attacks on the likes of Galactus and Thanos. Planet-destroying blasts were only powerful enough to just knock Surfer off his board. He survived a blast which ravaged entire solar systems. And let's say something does in fact happen to him. He's injured in some way, which, as crazy as it sounds, is still in fact possible. Well, Silver Surfer has some of the best regenerative abilities that you've ever seen, all thanks to the Power Cosmic. He's been all sliced up and simply regenerated himself. He's been reduced into tiny little fragments and just regenerated himself as whole again. Surfer can even exist without his body, like existing as the snow or the air around them and reform himself out of that nothingness. And his speed is just as impressive. He's fast enough to enter warp speed under his own power, traveling across 500,000 light years in just seconds. And just to put that into perspective, just our Milky Way galaxy is 100,000 to 120,000 light years across. So it's as if Surfer was traveling across 5 Milky Way galaxies in just seconds, in the time it took me to finish this sentence. And he's done this over and over again. Surfer has some of the fastest travel speed you've ever seen. It's almost like he's straight up on par with Wally West. And in a fight, well, Surfer is able to move at ridiculous speeds as well, flying around and dodging attacks at the speed of light and moving in micro and nanoseconds. And then don't even get me started on energy powers. The big guy has regularly been able to destroy planets with his energy blast, sometimes doing it just to prove a point. And everything around him also just backs up the point that Surfer has planetary level energy blasts. But while that's incredibly impressive, I think for Surfer, the bigger thing is just all the versatility that comes along with his energy powers. Silver Surfer has the ability to create force fields to shield himself from attacks, but he can also absorb any incoming energy attack too. He's also been able to absorb some smaller scale energy blasts and things like that. But he's also taken all the attacks from an entire alien starship fleet, take all of that energy and actually use it to rekindle a dying star. Not just that, but he's taken the Unilord's power before, returned it 1,000,000 times over, annihilating a solar system. And on top of that is just his actual energy manipulation. He can manipulate an opponent's own energy powers, quickly taking their energy and turning it against them. And if Surfer wanted to, he can do this on an absolutely astronomical scale. Like Surfer has taken the energy of the Big Crunch before, basically the antithesis of the Big Bang, where the universe stops growing and starts shrinking until it returns to nothingness. And he channeled all that energy and power in order to defeat 2 chromial gods. Now, obviously those last 2 feats are Silver Surfer at the absolute height of his powers, but I felt like we could still include them, just to show the truest extent of what Silver Surfer is capable of doing. On top of that, well, Silver Surfer has basically every power in the book, and that's not even really an exaggeration. He's able to manipulate matter, which, while that often looks like changing the environment around him, he can also effectively atomize an opponent, instantly defeating him with just 1 shot. Or if he wants to take his time with it, well, Surfer can also manipulate and completely mess with an enemy's insides, torturing them before finally killing them. Surfer can manipulate gravity around him. He can travel through dimensions, and he can travel through time and perceive all of time at once. He can manipulate an opponent's soul, even entering into the astral plane in order to destroy souls altogether. He's secretly one of the most powerful telepaths in the universe. He's shown off telekinesis before and can turn intangible. Silver Surfer can even create life all around him. So yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said that Surfer had pretty much every other power out there. So, who wins here? Well, I think it's clear that both of them are incredibly powerful. And I also think it's clear that Whis lacks a lot of solid feats, and that kind of does him a disservice here. Silver Surfer has literally just done a lot more impressive stuff throughout the years. Whis just spends his time training Goku and cleaning up Beerus' messes. And if Silver Surfer decides to go all out, use a lot more of his exotic out there powers, well, there's no end to everything he could do against Whis. There's a lot that Silver Surfer could do here. Problem is, he probably won't. In character, Silver Surfer is like the king of all the jobbers, regularly forgetting to use even a fraction of his own powers and just flying around shooting energy beams. It's why he's never even been able to beat Thor. And while Whis doesn't have the same impressive resume as Surfer does, he does have some nearly unparalleled scaling. I mean, Whis is in a class pretty much all his own in the Dragon Ball universe. At the best, Goku is now on par with Beerus while he's mastered Ultra Instinct. But Whis can straight up one-shot Goku out of Ultra Instinct, and he can put Beerus down of one hit too. In fact, he scales infinitely higher than Beerus. On the low end, thousands of times more powerful, but on the high end, maybe 1,000,000 times more powerful. Silver Surfer is an incredibly cool character, but I don't think he's going to be able to win this one here. Just like he wouldn't be able to beat Galactus, he wouldn't be able to beat Whis either. Whis is just that much more powerful, and he's going to win. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're going to have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.